What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we've got some not quite so brand spanking new Destiny 2 news. I apologize for being late with this video, but I was on an airplane when the TWAB came out, so I'm bringing this information to you guys as soon as I can because there is some really interesting stuff that went down in this week's update. And so let's get started. Now, first of all, what happened this week in Destiny 2? Well, on the Tuesday weekly reset, a couple of important things went live. First of all, we had the Iron Banner, the first Iron Banner of episode Heresy. So that's available in the game right now, and that's going to feature the brand new Warlord's Spear Trace Rifle as well as the reissued Peace Bond sidearm. Now, aside from that, guys, we also had the final step within the kind of secret dungeon big quest where now it's unlocked apparently the ability to focus gear you want as well as get the exotic catalyst for the Finalities Augur Dungeon Exotic. Unfortunately, I was gone Tuesday, so I missed all of that, but regardless, that is what is currently going on in the game, guys. But moving on from there to the brand new information within the TWAB. So, first of all, guys, the class, glaive, and swords update. This is actually a really big deal. So, ever since episode Heresy went live, there was a glitch with the class specific, well, swords and glaives. Hunters could be using the Titan exotic glaive, and Bungie initially came out and said, hey, enjoy it while it lasts, but we are going to fix this. But they say right here, guys, after some discussion between the team members, we've arrived at a new decision. We're going to let this ride. A fun example of a bug becoming a feature. That's right, Bungie is not fixing this ever, it sounds like. So you can just swap those exotic glaives between all three characters, and this is crazy. I mean, I held off on making build videos on that stuff because, you know, I thought, well, it's gonna be fixed and then your entire build just kind of becomes negated, but no. So you have, for example, the Hunter using that Void Titan glaive now, it just got destabilizing rounds. So that with either the Gear Falcons or just Stylish Executioner as an aspect, that is crazy good. So that's a really exciting change right there. A whole bunch of build crafting possibilities just got opened up. Now, they are saying, here's a quick list of notes taken from the conversation. Animations may look a bit weird given that the class-based swords are a bit older, and this can create some fun opportunities for players to create videos, art, or other based on classes in different stances. Class-based glaives open up some interesting new build crafting opportunities like I was talking about. In the future, we'll be keeping a close eye on how these glaives are performing across all three classes. Our goal is to ensure that they feel the most powerful on the class they were originally designed for. And then the core of the feedback for the Quick Fang and Gold Tusk swords revolves around player fantasies of being a ninja or sword master, so we're going to use this feedback to inspire future animations. No promises on timelines or anything like that, but this gives us some fun creative spaces to work with our Titans and Warlocks. Alright, now moving on from there, next week on the Tuesday weekly reset, we have the launch of Grandmaster Nightfalls, and the featured Nightfall weapon is going to be the reprised Palindrome hand cannon. Now, importantly, guys, this is one of the most iconic hand cannons in Destiny history, but it has some big changes. It's actually Arc when originally it was Void, and it has some entirely new perks. Bungie has stated, because community sentiment has been somewhat disappointed with these perks, that the Palindrome is supposed to be a bit more of a PvE weapon because it's a Nightfall drop, and honestly, it can get explosive payload in the left, and then Rolling Thunder, the brand new Arc weapon perk that will give you Bolt Charge in the right. And a lot of the disappointment with the Palindrome's perks came from before the season launched, and we saw just how insane Bolt Charge really is, so this could be a very good Bolt Charge generator with that role. Now, Bungie says the featured Nightfall will be the Hypernet Current with Haste as a modifier, so never stop moving and bring your best Overload and Unstoppable weapons. Alright, so there you have it. Now, moving on from there, guys, we have the Sundered Doctrine Showmatch which is going to be a competition between your favorite streamer teams from all over the world to determine who can run through the Sundered Doctrine the quickest. They say regional showdowns are taking place this week, where multiple hand-picked fire teams are competing against each other for a place in the finals. Now, specifically, the final runs will be happening from February 25th at 9 a.m. Pacific to March 4th, where each fire team will get the opportunity to run through Sundered Doctrine as quickly as they can, with as many attempts as they'd like during a nominated 2-hour time slot. Now, the winning fire team will get $1,000 worth of Twitch subs, but specifically you can check out the team members' social channels for more info around their personal schedules and how their teams are faring, and everyone will have the Osmium Air emblems to give away, so keep your eyes peeled, and you can see that right here, guys. And here are the different hosts as well as the teams here, guys. Now, moving on from there, guys, we have hashtag D2 fashion feedback. So this time, here are the different options. Again, Bungie wants you to tweet with that hashtag so that they can further decide what armor sets and themes to add into the game. So first of all, you have Heist Crew, then you have Geometric Puzzle, then you have Japanese ink art, then you have Otherworldly Pawn, and lastly you have Sleepy Time. And speaking of Destiny fashion, there is a brand new hashtag D2 Heresy fashion competition where you can win that exclusive fashion emblem, guys. Now, moving on from there, we actually have the official announcement of the Sundered Doctrine contest mode makeup date. So they say, as noted last weekend, we're planning an additional opportunity for Guardians to attempt contest mode for the Sundered Doctrine Dungeon. Our current target is Saturday, February 22nd, which is in only 2 days, starting at the 9 a.m. Pacific reset. Contest mode will be re-enabled for 24 hours. Players may earn the contest mode Triumph, Emblem, and guaranteed drop of the Finalities Augur during this period. So again, this is to make up for the fact that PlayStation Network was down for more than an entire day, which was crazy, during the initial dungeon race, and the first time contest mode was available for those 48 hours. And guys, honestly, if you weren't able to beat it back then, remember, it's available for all platforms. So even though PlayStation players particularly got screwed the first time, again, if you don't have the exotic, if you don't have the emblem, now it's going to be easier than ever because of all the strats that have since come out, all of the different builds and weapons and loadouts that you can use to overcome these bosses. I mean, I uploaded a video on how you can one-phase kill the second encounter boss with the Anarchy. Guys, that was not something people were using during the actual race, so that made that encounter, for example, a lot easier. And just now that there's multiple guides and everyone knows exactly what to do for the dungeon, again, if you missed out on that exotic, on that contest mode clear, this is your chance to get it again with all the strats and all the information already out there. Moving on from there, speaking of the Finalities Augur, they say after an investigation, we discovered that it actually wasn't dropping randomly. So on February 14th, we deployed a hotfix, so it should be dropping again. So by the way, if you are missing out on the Finalities Augur, that's probably why. Moving on from there, they have the Lost Curio of the 9 items. So you can claim this weird item called Curio of the 9 from your seasonal challenges, but it doesn't do anything right now. And unfortunately, you could lose it if it would go to the postmaster and stuff like that. So they're talking about potentially fixing that. And they also have some other known issues, as you can see right here, guys. And so that's going to be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.